Yeah.
So in my case, Black Ops is next, then Killzone 3. I'm the type of player I play like one game at a time. I don't like to play multiple games.
Yeah.
So
What do you think about Killzone 3? Do you think it's going to be better than the second one?
I think it has a potential being better than the second one. They made some changes because I'm sure you know I'm in the beta for Killzone 3.
Yeah, yeah.
They've made they've made changes, and some of the changes with the classes I like. Some of the other changes with the classes I'm not quite sure I like yet.
Mm-hmm.
The leveling system is a little bit different. The use of XP is different. Some players are really going to dig it. Black Ops, you know how you get your Black Ops in-game money to spend to buy unlock stuff. Killzone 3's got something like that as well. So I mean, at least in Killzone 3, you're going to play, you're going to level up, but at least they're not just going to give you the things. You're going to have to decide what you want to unlock as you level up. So just because you're level 24 doesn't mean you're going to have everything for being 24.
Mm-hmm.
You might only have your marksman or your infiltrator unlocked, or your engineer. It just depends on your play style. You really have to focus and decide what kind of character class I want to be.
Now, do you think that game's going to be more mainstream than the last? Because, like, more like more popular, just like as Call of Duty. Do you think it has the potential to do so?
I think it has the potential to do so, but you have to remember that it's going to be competing. Black Ops will be out in November, and Killzone 3 comes out in February. So some of the Call of Duty players will leave Black Ops and play Killzone 3.
Yeah.
The question's going to be is Killzone 3 going to keep those players there, or are they going to stray back to Call of Duty?
And that's same, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's going to be a player choice, and you know it doesn't seem like Killzone 3 is going to have prestige levels, and that's one of the things that brings Call of Duty players back. Yeah, I can rank up to the maximum level, but hey, I can prestige and do it all over again. Killzone 2 didn't have that. You could go to those, elite ranks. Those are cool. I did that on Killzone 2, but it's just not the same as prestiging on Call of Duty. And some people don't care about that. Some people say, hey, I'm going to get to level 70. I got everything unlocked, and I got all my toys no matter what I'm going to play. But that gets boring to me because then it's nothing left to do.
Yeah, the same situation happened to me when Uncharted 2 came out. To me, that was one of the best games I've ever played. Up like in the ranks with Resistance Fallen Man. But since this crappy game right here came out a couple months after, like the game just became dead. Like I remember there used to be 40,000 people online, and as soon as that came out, there was 9,000 people online. It was so inactive, and I felt so bad for Naughty Dog because that game is 10 times better than this game. It's more competitive, less bullshit, to be honest. They're all into the game. The community is amazing. It's better than this one. I can't say much for this, but I hope.
Well, my opinion is Uncharted 2 is a beautiful game. I just had a hard time getting into it because it was a third-person shooter.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I love first-person shooters, but I used to be the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back years ago on the PlayStation 2, I was all about SOCOM. SOCOM 2, SOCOM 3 not so much. Confrontation definitely not. But yeah.
Well, to me,
I think
to interrupt you for a second.
It's okay.
I wasn't all into third-person shooters either. I did play Metal Gear Solid Online. Didn't really attract my brain or eyes or my time. I didn't really like it that much. The controls were weird to me, but with Uncharted 2, I was in the beta. That it was so competitive. It brought back memories of Resistance Fallen Man with the competitive side. People would go for the objectives, something that's been missing in games lately. And just like the competitive side of it, because I was doing game battles for that game. We were one of the top 10 teams since it was Kill and M&A in the same team. Because not all of us on each clan got the game, so we joined together and we did pretty well. But the thing is, as soon as Modern Warfare 2 came out, it just killed the game, and that really it was really sad because we wanted to keep playing it. The tournament. The playoffs didn't really kick off. No one really played the game ever since. And I don't think there's no ladders on there for GB anymore. You see,
right on.
I think that a game like Uncharted 2, a game like Killzone 3 should be more, on TV, be advertised, have more promotions. Because all in all, it's better than a Call of Duty game. To be honest, I can't play one hit kills. To me,
Right.
like it doesn't take any skill to me, in my opinion.
Well, you played Killzone 2, so you understand that Killzone 2 had built-in clans and battling systems where clans could battle each other for the valor points.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun, and that took away the need to go to another website like Game Battles.
Yeah.
But the thing about that though is Killzone 2 then put itself on its own island, and because it was on its own island, they didn't get so much game battle support. I mean, there were game battle ladders for Killzone 2, but it just wasn't the same because a lot of the players stayed within Killzone.com for Killzone 2.
Yeah, I mean, I got the game when it came out. Thing is, a lot of people in my clan when I was in Kill didn't really get the game, so I had a hard time playing like without people to play with. Like, I really loved the game, to be honest, but I couldn't play it because there was no one to play with, and like it wasn't something that you can go in and just win by yourself, or it's not like Call of Duty where you can win a game by yourself, get a nuke, all that stuff. With Killzone 2, there's a bit of a learning curve. So, like,
there's a huge learning
Yeah.
curve with Killzone. Yeah, that's great. And the other thing that's great about Killzone is there's no kill streak rewards. Yeah, you can get yourself a 10 or 20 kill streak, but you're not going to get anything other than experience for it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a Predator or a Harrier or an AC-130. You're not going to get those things, and there's no nuke that's just going to kill the game.
Yeah.
Nukes are fun. I mean, they're maybe a little dirty and cheap.
I can
that's
see
okay.
from your series.
Yes, that's fun, but it's fun upsetting players, and people will call me dirty sometimes, but I'll play team deathmatches straight up.
Yeah.
I'll play objective games straight up, but what's happened is domination, demolition, ground war, those games have just become a haven for playing dirty, and if you're going to go into those games, you might as well be prepared to play dirty, because everybody's going to do it, and you'd rather not be looking at Painkiller the whole game.
Yeah, that's true. But what was the name of the map on Killzone 2 with that huge bridge?
Oh, wasn't that I think that was Corinth Crossing or something
That
like
was
that?
that's my favorite map on that game. I remember
I think that's what it was.
the first time I played that map. I remember like whoever got to the top of the map, the top of the bridge, would win. Like that's where you needed to be. Like
Yeah, well, from that point on that map, you could snipe just about
Yeah.
everywhere, and a lot of the objectives had to go through there or past there or under there. Like your was it scavenger and retrieve? You had to get the propaganda speaker, and you
Yeah.
had to go all the way up on top and then drop through.
yeah, that map was very epic with the battle on top of the bridge. You would get on top of
Absolutely.
the bridge, have to avoid snipers sniping you from the other side. People being what was it called? The people that would disguise themselves as
Saboteur.
yeah.
Saboteur.
You would have to watch out for those guys on top of the bridge waiting for you. Trying to
Yeah, the saboteurs weren't such a big deal because if you played the game enough, you could really pick out a saboteur because the saboteur's eyes didn't glow.
I didn't
He
play
would
that
look like
game
your
that
teammate,
long.
but his eyes didn't glow. So you could pick out a saboteur if you had enough time to notice or paying attention to your surroundings.
Yeah.
But he could get the jump on you. I personally in that game, the super soldier of that game was once you could combine classes, and you were an engineer with sentry bots, but then you also had the air bots. I mean, if you were alive long enough, you could have a couple sentry bots down and a couple air bots up in the air, and pretty much, hold a flag or hold an area to get the objectives done. And that was a good thing about Killzone is you had to play the objectives because
Yeah.
it wasn't just, okay, I wanted this game mode, I'm going to win. No, if you played Warzone, which is where it was at,
Yeah.
you had to get 4 out of 7 to win to get your XP bonus.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, we'll get more into this the next time we do one of these commentaries. It went longer than 5 minutes, which is pretty good. We're at
Absolutely.
the 15-minute mark. We're gonna have to split the videos up, but nice talking to you, Bunglin. This is
Absolutely,
this
my
was
friend.
a nice way to break into the commentary scene.
Yeah, hopefully we didn't bore people too much with our views and opinions.
Yeah.
At least we didn't get into politics or Obama or Kanye. I know you're a big fan of Kanye.
I could say that. Yeah, you could say that. But yeah, don't be too harsh on us. This is our first time. Just take some practice.
Yeah, commentary virgins. Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys
Stay away from
Go ahead.
stay away from the grape lube.
So we'll see you guys again very soon. This is a Magic
Awesome.
saying bye, and Bunglin, go ahead.
Peace out, guys. Good games.